Wizard. I just finished watching his video. Um, he literally explained everything perfectly. Because a lot of my friends, they always ask me, like, well, how come you don't buy skins on Fortnite? Blah, blah, blah. And I do have a good answer for that. And my answer simply is why. The word that I pretty much told myself I wasn't going to keep using all the time, but that's my response. Is just why? Like, how does it benefit me? You know, what's the point? I don't see why I should care about this. You know what I mean? It's like it's silly. It's a skin. Why would I waste my time with something that is as trivial as that? Waste my time with a skin. It is beyond baffling to me when there are just plenty of other games out there, and not just that, but there's just so much more that anyone can do with their money besides, you know, just games. But when it comes to microtransactions, I just never understood the appeal. So when it came to Fortnite, when I first learned about it, I knew how dangerous this game was going to be for the game industry, but a lot of people didn't listen. I remember when I saw the what was it, this story mode or whatever, and I would look online to see if there was a way that I could have access to this. So I literally would go online on eBay, see if I could find a code for dirt cheap, just so I could play this one game mode, just to learn that it was free. And that game mode alone, I guess a lot of people didn't care for it, so people just stopped, caring about it, and that's how Fortnite came to be. So Fortnite was an original idea, but they had to come up with something that would make them more money. And thus, we have all these skins, and it created this conundrum where now a lot of games have microtransactions. The last time I bought a microtransaction, my first one would have to be on mobile games, and I think it was, I'm trying to think. I think it has something to do with like a Power Rangers game. I think that was the first one. No, no, I think it was Killer Instinct. It probably had to be Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct was definitely the one because again, I wanted to support Rare and the future development of this game. And KI Gold, you get like all these other cool, um, you know, little in-game items and whatnot. But again, this you're talking to someone that was like in their early 20s when they did this. So I just pretty much experimented. Have I ever went to the extreme like everyone else did by constantly buying skins? No, never, and I never will. It was just like, oh, just want to treat myself. Here's this skin or whatever, and that was that. That was the end of that. So I, you know, it's just it's mind-boggling, right? How you know people they say that microtransactions and whatnot are like the big reasons as why the game industry is the way it is when it's a bigger picture of that. So, but why with Fortnite? The answer is simple. Because number one, I don't own that stuff forever. So, like for example, at least with other microtransactions, like even though I do not like microtransactions, never will, never had, never will. But at least with Killer Instinct, with KI Gold, at least whatever I purchase, right, whatever I get, that is something that I can have forever. So I can boot the game up, it's offline, and whatever skin or whatever I pretty much have or whatever I pretty much acquired, that's mine. That's mine 5, 6 years, or even 10 years later, you know. And there's physical versions of the game. So even if they get rid of KI Gold, doesn't matter because that's pretty much what's there, and they explained it to pretty much help further support the development of Killer Instinct. So that's why that existed, whether we technically liked it or not. Um, So when it came to Fortnite, I look at Fortnite like it's ridiculous. Now I do recall like gifting stuff, like like for Christmas or whatever, because I had a little extra money at the time, and I was like, okay, well they wanted this skin, and what was it? My good friend, he won some low points. I figured, whatever, it's fine. But I waited. I didn't just do this right off the bat. I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. So once I waited, yeah. So once I waited up, I pretty much, that's when when I was watching my nephew, he was pretty much mostly independent. I just did what I could with him, making sure that he eats and everything. Uh, he loved Fortnite, and I remember when I wanted to surprise him. So I can't remember how I attained this, but I remember I got like this card, or I think like my mother gave him this card. It was like, here, give him this card. And that's what I did. So, and I think I remember I had a Fortnite card, and we gave it to him. It was like, hey, keep up the good work in school, and that's what we would do. So that's how I ended up with these cards. And I think to some degree, I think what was it? Like these Fortnite cards or whatnot. It was just something that it came with like certain things that you purchase, like game wise or like controller wise or headphone wise. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I ended up with these cards, and I didn't really know what to do or what they were about. So I said, "Here." And this is interesting because usually I would be the one that's on top of this. And I'm just like, "Okay, here you go. Here's the card. Enjoy it." Then I remember when I actually unlocked my first Fortnite skins. Like, there you go. Like, let people unlock this stuff. Um, and I felt nothing. I just felt like this is a waste of time, waste of money, waste of everything. I just didn't know how to react to this. It's like, oh, Fortnite skin, Fortnite Battle Pass. To me, I couldn't wrap my brain around why this was such a big deal. So I lost interest and I just didn't care. I did have like thoughts about, oh, maybe I can treat myself for my birthday and just get a skin and just showcase on my stream, like, oh, look, I got a Fortnite skin. But I simply was just like, this is a waste of my time. It doesn't make any sense. Why even bother? You know, when it comes to microtransactions, right? I say that the best way to combat this, and I've been saying this for years and years and years and years, and I will continue to keep saying this, is have it be a part of a charity. Same with DLC. When I have it be a part of charity, where charities get like at least a big percentage you know, of the revenue, or at least some fair amount of the revenue, right? To help, whatever the cost is. So that way, everyone wins. So when you pretty much have like you support like microtransactions and whatnot, at least it's going towards something that's good. So it's not like just I'm just doing this because whatever. But yeah, that's how I feel how microtransactions should be, because they're not going anywhere. So I would say like a little here for mobile, but it's like very rare. But other than that, it's like I never imagine like spending over you know less than $10 on microtransactions. It's just not. It's just that's just not happening. And I'm very thankful that I disciplined myself and I never got addicted to that. I just found it to be incredibly stupid, a waste of time, and I'm glad I did because I just didn't really see any point in these skins. I just didn't like. I just didn't care. And thanks to VR chat, see, what's meant for bad, or evil can be meant for good. Uh, sometimes on some form or level, I was able to try all these skins. I was like, these are cool, and I thought to myself, okay, one of these skins I would not have mind, supporting the artist and whatnot. But again, because of the fact that they advertise so many of these skins, I didn't know how to react to this. I just looked at it, I was just like, this is silly. Why even bother? So it's like now if I do purchase these points and stuff, I just kind of like I purchased them and I just give them away. So I'm like, I personally don't see any reason, So I say that they make like good birthday gifts for like the kids or like those who are big fans. But other than that, me using these for me is just nah. I personally don't see no point. I think Fortnite, you know, gift cards and whatnot are harmless compared to the other microtransactions out there. Kind of like with Robux. But I just don't know anymore. I mean, gaming is so broken that you just don't really know how to react to this stuff anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, well that happened, and so there you go. That's why I don't bother with Fortnite and whatnot, like skins, because I look at it like this: I can't use this offline. There is no offline mode for Fortnite. And on top of that, you know, it's like, what's really the point? What is the main goal for all of these skins? I just don't see the point. Like my friend will always like message me and say, "Oh, look, there's this skin, this skin." I'm like, "Well, what can I do with this? It's just a skin, and there's like a new emote in which you have to unlock the emote. So it's not like the skins come with all of this. And there's the battle pass. It's a lucrative business idea that's very effective with its own fair share of consequences, mind you. So I just I just wish I could fully understand the appeal because to me I just can't. I just can't. I won't. And it's just hey Mike, what's up? I'm playing Pedal Crash. Welcome to my realm. I'm over here breaking character here. But yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about why I don't bother with Fortnite. Like getting Fortnite cards and stuff. It's just Oh, I got fifth seat, dang. But yeah, Pedal Crash here. This game is pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all. That's all I want to say. So everybody wants to know, like, hey, have you ever purchased like a code for yourself? Have I redeemed codes? Yeah, I redeemed them, but have I ever like purchased, like went to the store and purchased it? No. I just don't see a point. Who knows? Maybe one day I will. I highly doubt it. Because there's just too many other indie games that I could be playing right now that are just worth my time. Yeah, Battle Crash is a game made by Galaxy Trail. Same developers, Freedom Planet. And it's just like Columns, but with a twist. And it's a lot of fun. I finally got my chance to go around and play in it. I remember having this game like years ago, but I never had a chance to like play it. And I'm surprised that in VR chat there's not a lot of avatars based off of this game because it's really good. You know, it's not moving as fast as I usually would. Also, Mother's making progress. You know, it's gonna take some time, but you know, let's see here. But hopefully, things are going well on your end somewhat. It's been a wild, wild road for a lot of people. Let's see, red. There we go. Blue. Oh, that's right. There we go. Just mixing colors, mixing colors. So I personally don't get it, you know. To each their own when it comes to Fortnite, but I personally just don't get the whole appeal of it. From a business standpoint, dude, for like, I look at this from long term. Like, you like this game Fortnite, but it's online only, so Is it going to last forever? No. So people are buying these skins. And that's all they are. They're just skins. Nah, I believe Fortnite realized this, and it was like, well, hmm, what can we do to entice people to actually know that these skins are worth not, wasting money? Oh, I get it. Let's add like new little special moves or finish, like animations and whatnot. I was like, okay, then that's brilliant. So they're trying to like really convince people that hey, look at all these extra animations and everything that come, with the skins, skin packs and whatnot. And of course, if you buy a skin, you get extra V bucks. So it's kind of like, okay, this is cool. Not only are you getting the skin, but you're also getting extra, V bucks as well. So I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty cool. So that's actually pretty nice. And then of course they have like this whole exclusivity thing when it comes to certain skins. Okay, 6,300. Go here. Okay, blue and purple. There we go. What can I say? I'm just thankful. I don't do them. I'm thankful. It's really what I can say. I'm thankful. It's like my second stream I've done so far. I'm supposed to do my other stream, but time got away from me. Uh-oh. Go. There we go. Go here. Bam. All right, and down. Go. Gotcha. Let's go down. Ah. Bell Crash is a lot of fun. Um, I definitely want to play more of it. That was honestly, quite the surprise. And now to play a game that honestly deserves a little bit more love. My goodness, the game that you know was around and then it just died. It was around, it existed, and it died. But yeah, but okay, well, what can Epic Games do to convince you to buy skins? Maybe they could do like a promotional deal that hey, if you own this game, then you will get a skin based off of that game. So like, let's just say if you own Doom, the video game or whatnot, like the latest new Doom game, you can get that skin for free for a limited time. Like hey, you own this game, you know, you can uh, you can get this for free. So that would be pretty nice. Um, that's just an idea. Wait, no. 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 Oh, that's right, 'cause I played on Steam. Oh, I gotta do this all over again. No. How old is this game again? I forgot. I thought it was on sale, so I said, let's do it. Ah, I forgot. I gotta do this all over again. Dang it. This game's fun, though. Still, I just gotta do this all over again. It's just, ugh. time zone, everyone. It's Tuesday. If you're on my TikTok, I will not be speaking on that app for a bit. But if you want to hear me talk, I will be on YouTube. Cowboy. Midnight. Midnight. No, it's midnight. 12. 12. This game is a lot of fun. Back during my purple days, I actually wanted to do a whole marathon streaming this and trying to beat it. And then try like different levels. Wow. No hydroperoxide is gonna fix that. All right, I'll say. Oof, that's a dialogue. How far did I make it? Eh. Ooh. Don't get tired now. Skip. Oh, nice dodge. Yeah.
was once the site of King Darius's palace. When it met its curve was the land, no one survived. Who knows what might await us?
There we go. What's up? Heck yeah. Woo! No narration, just pure raw gameplay. Happy Tuesday to me. Ooh. played 142 times against Brent. I know. Ooh.
Well, another week of Raw and another garbage episode of Monday Night Raws. Okay, the fact is this
Garbage.
show is obviously, like I've been saying, it's unwatchable. Therefore, I shut it off an hour or so before it's probably going to end, or maybe even more than that, depending on the show.
Oh, I just
Because
love listening to
I
CJ.
don't care about the main event of Punk and Knight versus LeBron James. Nobody wants to see that, man. There's no storyline here. There's no through line. What? CM Punk and LA Knight are add-ons. So Triple H has no creativity and also doesn't even add the show. I took this screenshot. I took a what's it called? I opened it up on Netflix and paused the freeze frame as Io was headed to the ring and took a picture of it on another phone. And you can see Triple H is not even in Gorilla while the show is taking place. So where is he? Let's get up to like where is he? Is he in the White House like he was a couple weeks ago? You know, pushing Flirt Raya, Brian Price is Brian Price is with bad booking. That is what Triple H is offering you at this point. And the funny thing is that while all of this is taking place, every single segment as it gets announced and as you go through the night, you can tell how predictable and how lifeless things are going to be. Roman Reigns isn't there. John Cena isn't there. The Rock isn't there, which never gets the point. Obviously, with Cena and Roman not being there, nobody cares what's happening on this show. Be real with yourself for a second. Do you care who wins that main event tag match?
No.
I have not seen the
He's
match, but I'm
right.
going to go out on a
This
limb
young
here
man's
and
right.
say
No, I
that
don't care. He's
either
right.
they're going to win the match clean by beating Brunson, or they're going to, and then if they do that, they're going to get beat up after the match by Rollins, Brunson, and Braun, or CM Punk and LA Knight, versus Braun and Bronson are going to end. It's going to end in a DQ, and they're going to all brawl at the end, and maybe Roman will come out, or they'll all just get stomped out by Rollins and his faction. It is predictable garbage. This is not main event level storytelling if it's the same segment happening every week. None of these guys have any charisma or connection. Brunson Reed and Braun Breaker have no voice.
Well,
Brunson Reed, I will say this, at least is trying something with a character gimmick. They were even chanting Chula Follow during the promo tonight that Heyman was doing. Because Brunson Reed is actually doing something creative, and it's kind of funny. And then Braun Breaker had his moment where he said that Punk and Knight can't beat up because they're 100 years old combined, that they're all old. They can't beat us up. So that was pretty funny. However, outside of that, they don't really have a voice. I like how they get Bronson Reed a little video package, but they don't do that for Braun Breaker because Braun Breaker is a one-dimensional character. And because of that, it's hard to actually believe in him as what they call him as the future of the WrestleMania main event. I'm like, last week Rollins said he was the future. Then Brunson was the future. Then Braun Breaker's the future. Then Rollins is the future. Then Heyman's going to be with the future. Then Braun's the future. Then LeBron James. Then LeBron James Jr., Bronny James. Like it just keeps on going. What are we doing? At the end of the day, this show is absolute garbage. There's zero creativity, there's zero effort, and Triple H isn't even backstage booking the show. So who is making these shows? Triple Fraud is sending millions to his buddies to go book the show while he's not even there. And this needs to happen. There's more to it. Where is Triple H? That's my question. You guys remember they used to do the classic walkouts last year with the little edits on TV where they showed the superstar walking from Gorilla into the actual, arena, you know what I'm saying? That was their thing. Now they don't do it probably because Triple H is embarrassed about not even being backstage for these shows. So that's it. I don't want to be that guy as well, but I do have to bring up the fact that, obviously with Karrion Kross being released yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Charlotte got released. But the point is, I saw some people saying on Twitter that like tonight in Quebec, we ride, we take over, you know what I'm saying? We turned the show off, and I turned the show off. That's how we we then get a tag match with sorry, not I was gonna say Paul Heyman. We get a tag match with CM Punk and LA Knight versus Bronson Reed and LeBron James for the main event of tonight on Raw. Again, I am so tired of the lack of creativity or ability to book anything engaging or interesting or entertaining. Paul Heyman, or sorry, not Paul Heyman, I almost said Paul Levesque. You know what I'm saying? I get him confused sometimes. Triple H. Triple H basically has no creativity. So you will see a bunch of empty tag team matches. Remember last year at Bad Blood when we had Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa for literally nothing other than for The Rock to come out at the end and because Roman Reigns is back wrestling again. So obviously he main events the show. That's all it was. And Jimmy Uso came back as well. Then at Crown Jewel, we had a meaningless 3v3 with Jay, Jimmy, and Roman versus Solo and Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Went nowhere. Nobody cares. We had a meaningless triple threat match with Roman, Rollins, and Punk that was literally consistent garbage. It didn't really matter who won the match. Let's say Roman won the match, what would have changed? Let's say Punk won the match, what would have changed? Let's say Rollins won the match, what would have changed? All three of them, or at least Punk and Rollins, are looking for world championships over with or without that match, with or without Heyman. So what changed? Rollins was champion before Heyman and after. So that's why, like, you see what I'm saying? That's why this whole dynamic in this tag team makes no sense because it doesn't change anything. Rollins was champ for over a year as the world champion. You know what I'm saying? Before Paul Heyman came there. So why in the heck would it matter that Paul Heyman is with him now? Well, like what the heck, bro? And then obviously over the summer alone, we had John Cena and Logan Paul versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, which immediately went back on literally on the last episode of SmackDown. We saw John Cena fighting against Logan Paul now. Like none of this makes any sense. All of these matches are just thrown together. We had the Bianca versus Rhea versus Io. Rhea cries her way out, and then she gets a championship match for it. None of these matches have any story, no build, no creativity. All it is, literally, is simply just a situation where you basically have to throw a bunch of people into the same match because Triple H has no creativity and doesn't want to give us what would be the best option. The best option would be Knight versus Punk versus Rollins versus Roman in a fatal four-way for the world title at Clash in Paris. Just think about that match on paper. Even though Roman Reigns last year did call the World Heavyweight Championship the B title, because that's what it was. Obviously, Roman likes to say that, he was the WWE Base Champion, obviously, forever. Still is, obviously. So whatever championship he
Sir.
has is the A title. It's like when he had the Universal Championship and the WWE
True,
title
true,
back in the day,
true.
like Lashley, you know what I'm saying, the Orton and Drew McIntyre, all those other people had it, and Lesnar even had it, obviously, until Mania 38. Roman Reigns' championship was obviously the number one title. So therefore, if Roman does win the world title, he will be taking everything from Rollins, and he actually will be the number one champion in the company. And that's just what it is. That would be the best booked match. It would give LA Knight something to do, and maybe you can have LA Knight win because Rollins and Roman and Punk are so focused on each other that LA Knight gets a free avenue to get the W. That would be something absolutely interesting and engaging and exciting to see the four stars go Man, what was the point of this? Like realistically speaking, what would have been the plan if you were to fight Naomi? Let me guess. This is my brutality, and Rhea Ripley comes out and fights and announces that she's gonna take this match, and everyone's like, yeah, yeah, man, this is peak. No, garbage. I don't give a crap if Io Sky beats anybody, man. Nobody wants to see that crap. It's over at this point. You had your chance to give Io Sky a great midterm length title reign, and instead you gave her a garbage reign where she had 2 or 3 defenses, and they were against the same woman because Triple H is biased towards Rhea Ripley. That's all it is. Now let's move on. We then got Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. I don't even think this is worth even talking about at this point. Maxine Dupree has not wrestled a match on TV probably in like a year or maybe more than that, and she comes out here basically to lose and get tapped out in 5 minutes. And the whole match story of it was basically Becky Lynch telling Maxine that she doesn't belong in the ring, she's not ready for this moment, and then that was basically the story. It's like a rookie fighting a veteran, and the veteran just absolutely destroys them by like a million. It just is what it is. No, Nikki Bella even showed up after this match either. There was no Nikki Bella. So what even was the point of any of this? You get what I mean? Like at least I thought it was pure burger that, but it doesn't even do that. So I've had enough of this absolute garbage. I don't give a crap. And then we got our main event match, which was obviously Bronson Reed and LeBron James Jr. versus who was it? I think it's CM Punk and LA Knight. So I finally caught up. I see all the, you know what I'm saying, the situation with that. Basically, what happened here is that the match ended in a DQ. As I predicted earlier in the video, the match ended in a DQ because Seth Rollins got involved. All of this stuff is predictable and it's garbage. Nobody cares whether Seth Rollins gets involved or doesn't get involved in a Brunson Reed and Braun Breaker versus CM Punk and LA Knight match. It's ridiculous. So Seth Rollins gets involved and beats up CM Punk temporarily, and then instead of getting the OTC to come out, which again, the OTC is advertised, you know what I'm saying, for what's it called, for a clash in Paris. So I don't know why they would advertise him for that, and also for the next 2 episodes of Raw after this episode, obviously that I'm currently talking about. I think he's advertised next week and the week after for Raw as well. So why in the world is he on the next 2 Raws and at Clash in Paris if he's not involved in the match? Because it's been officially made by Adam Pearce after this, DQ thing, and they beat up each other. Jay Uso comes out first of all and with a steel chair, and he stands there with Punk and Knight, and then they beat the crap out of Rollins and his faction, and they just run away. So basically, if Jay Uso and a steel chair come out there, and 2 other people who are working together go out there, they can beat Rollins' new faction. So now Rollins' new faction looks like a bunch of jobbers as they already are, and that's just what it is. This is the booking that they are creating. This is what Triple H is doing. Not what I'm telling just making an opinion about. This is what they're doing. So that's the situation there. Adam Pearce then makes a match official for Clash in Paris. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso, fatal 4-way for the World Heavyweight Championship. Aren't you so excited for that, man? Yeah, awesome sauce. Like, bro, I'm
Not
willing to
really.
literally bet you that
So
nobody
Raw
wants
was
to
pretty
see.
much just
Like, let's
predictable.
be real with
I
ourselves. And
figured.
if I find out that Roman Reigns has genuinely now been taken off of the Clash in Paris card and isn't going to show up the next few weeks on Raw, you know what I'm saying, in favor of Jey Uso to get a World Championship rematch, which again, Roman Reigns never got his rematch for the title he held for 4 years. He didn't get a rematch. So why is Jey Uso getting a rematch for a belt he held for a month and a half? Why did Gunther randomly get a rematch for his World Championship? You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Io Sky randomly got a rematch after the SummerSlam deal. Rhea Ripley got
Some good
multiple
points.
rematches after literally everything. But all of a sudden, Roman Reigns didn't get his rematch. It's like, this booking is so inconsistent. It's so bad. After this match is announced, Rollins and his faction beat up Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso some more. Rollins and his faction stand tall, and the Vision now stands tall. Like, nobody cares. What is their vision? What, absolute power? You have absolute power now with a number 2 title? A world championship that was held by Jey Uso, Damian Priest, and Gunther is now absolute power? You're holding the same belt you were 2 years ago. You didn't have absolute power, but because you have 2 jobbers helping you out, now you got power. Dude, this faction stinks. This episode of Raw was complete and utter garbage, and quite frankly, it's going to go down as one of the worst Raws of the year, and that's saying something because every Raw besides maybe a few this whole entire year have been pretty dang on bad, if not garbage. You get what I'm saying? And so this is definitely in the garbage tier, if not below that. It gets a 2 out of 10 at best. This was just nearly unwatchable. I mean, I shut it off an hour and some change before. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason for it. So this is just garbage, man. I don't know what else to say. Nothing makes any sense. Nobody wants to watch any of this stuff. Are you seriously content with the main events and the product that they're giving you, the storylines that they're giving you, the quality that they're giving you? It's all trash, and everyone knows it. So let's stop pretending like it's good and call it what it is. Raw sucks, SmackDown sucks, and the average P Elite is mid or bad at best. Those are the best 9
It's your natural boy hated Virgo speaking.